Hey guys, I just want to make a video on this sword that I made the other day. This goes to my pyramid head costume, the sword I came up with. It don't look nothing like the one in the game or the movie, but I originally made one a while back, and it looked like the one in the game and movie. It's just all black. I used the same handle and everything, and I made it just like the one in the game. But it's real boring looking. It's all black and it had like a little metal edge to it and stuff, and it's just real plain looking. It didn't look all that great. So just the other day, actually the other sword is inside of here. This is all styrofoam again, the blue board. And what I did is just wrapped around some new foam around the existing sword and just made it a little bit longer. The other one is about this long right here. You can kind of see a line right there. And then I added this part here to it, make it longer. And the other ones just looked plain. It's too small, too short, and didn't look right. It just kind of, for a costume, it just wasn't very exciting, you know. You got the pyramid head, then he's got this plain black sword. So I did this one, kind of gave it like an industrial look, kind of, I don't know, just kind of made up something. The whole thing is 7 foot long from end to end. And it's all complete styrofoam. I do have this right here. This piece here is made out of actually it's a doorknob or a knob for a drawer. I got that at Hobby Lobby. Thought it looked kind of, you know, it's different. Comes kind of end, you know. It's not accurate, but it makes it look kind of different, you know. The handle here is made out of PVC. You know what I did is I got some rope and I just put some glue on it and just started wrapping the rope around it, and just kept it real tight, and just got all the way up to the inside of it and glued it. And so that's what that is. Gives it some kind of a texture, you know. I originally was just going to put some black electrical tape around the handle, but this thought that might look a little better, even though it's not correct. You know. But anyway, the whole thing is styrofoam. The teeth right here, the little saw-bladed teeth. What I did on that, I mean, it's styrofoam, so it's real flimsy. So what I did is I used some heat and air tape, UL 181. If you ever go to like a Home Depot or something, they have two different types of tapes. One is this plain silver, and the other kind is UL 181. The plain silver stuff is good for like, you know, you tape your insulation, just taping holes and stuff. The UL 181 is a lot thicker and actually has a strength to it, and that's what you use to hold like equipment and stuff together, and ducts and stuff. It seals it and it's got actual strength to it. But it's pressure sensitive, so in order for you to get it to stick, if you just lay it on there, mash it with your hand, it don't work. You have to squeegee it down to get it to stick on there real good. So anyway, I went by and just taped the whole thing, you know, from the inside here and the back side, and then ran one big long piece going all the way across, and took a razor blade and cut it, you know, and folded it around, and it made it pretty strong. I mean, it gave it, you know, it makes it pretty stiff. I mean, I wore this costume to a Dragoncon last weekend. I was bumping on everything, and the tape really helped out. You see here I nicked it on something, but it really kept it, you know, in its shape. Normally it probably would broke off because it's just two pieces of 1/4 inch styrofoam. So that's what I did for that part. And on the very tip, if you can see right here, you can see it kind of coming apart there. It's open. All that was the heat and air tape, the metal tape, and I dragged it on the ground, you know, like in the game or the movie. It's kind of dragging and stuff, so I kind of dragged it along, and it held up pretty good considering it's made out of styrofoam, you know. And I had that tape on there, so it did good. That's easy to fix. I'll just put some more tape over it and paint it back. Now this top part up here is I ran one big long piece. If you look on the top, what I did is took one big piece of tape, the heat and air tape, and stuck it on the end, squeegeed it, and then wrapped it around it, and did it all the way there. And that's what I gave. That's how I got the edge to it here. And then when I got that done, I took, this is actual thickness of the heat and air tape. I took one big long piece and ran it all the way down the edge, and it squeegeed it. And if you feel it, it's pretty stiff and it's cold. It feels like metal, I guess. This part here is just plain styrofoam. I didn't do nothing to that. But this here kind of made it harder and make it a little more stiffer and stuff. It is all styrofoam, so it's like here, see, it's pretty soft, that's foam, but it held up on its own pretty well. The PVC part for the handle, I think it goes to right about here and stops. And after that, I had like a little metal, not a rod. It's called an S-lock. You use it in heat and air, and you use it to hold a metal dot together and to build stuff with. And all it is like a big, long, I guess like a 3-layered thick piece of metal. If you look at an end, it looks like a letter S. That's what I call an S-lock. But it's real long. It's actually the length of the whole thing. So what I did is I ran that on top here to keep it from, I don't want the blade to, bend around. That's the problem I had with the other one. It was kind of flimsy, if you held it out in front of you and shook it back and forth, the tip would kind of wag a little bit. So I got this on here, and this don't bend at all. Gave it some good strength to it. You can use anything. It doesn't matter, like I was going to get like a yardstick, a wooden yardstick that's real thin, low profile, and you can just glue that in there, and that would work fine too, just whatever you got. So anyway, this is my non-accurate version of the pyramid head sword. I just like it because it's big, and it's got some weight to it. It's not real heavy. It is if you hold it by the handle and try to pick it up by the handle. It's got a lot of weight at the end, but overall it's not very heavy at all, so it's not that bad to tote around. But I like it. It's different. It's a costume. You wear it, just try to make it look kind of gruesome, whatever. So I put the teeth on there, and I got this little ridge that's built up here, comes around, and I got a piece that runs the length here, and then this one here is raised up. Because before it was just plain flat. This is a flat blade, and I think I had a little piece on the back to make it look like the handle. And that was it. I mean, wasn't too exciting. It was kind of boring, So did this to make it look a little different. And I like it, and I know some people said at the Dragoncon they really liked it too. Thought it looked pretty good, even though it's not correct, but it's all for fun.